I shared Jean's opinion that your sculptor was sort of unlikely to win us any toy money, so I snuck downstairs in the middle of the night.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 young characters voiced by someone much older.
Can't sleep. Clown will eat me.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most iconic animated kids whose voices were provided by adults, with quite the age difference from their characters. We've also avoided toddlers and babies in the criteria, so you won't see any of the Rugrats gang or fan favourites like Stewie Griffin.
Excellent! The mind control device is nearing completion. I recall this day. You know, I actually think this might be my first memory.
Who did we forget to mention? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, Louise Belcher, Bob's Burgers.
You've been selected as the subject of my important person school essay.
Shut up.
Oh, don't tell me to shut up!
Kristen Schaal has a super fitting voice for younger characters, and the youngest of the Belcher family is no exception. Schaal would have been 33 when she began voicing 9-year-old Louise.
It's so gorgeous, I just want to slap it, I just want to slap his hideous, beautiful face!
You mean kiss?
No, I mean slap.
Whoa, you got a bad girl.
The show's been on the air for over a decade now, meaning Schaal is now in her early to mid-40s, and Louise, as a cartoon, seems to be forever stuck at the age of a 4th grader. That's like a 35-year difference. But Kristen Schaal pulls it off flawlessly.
Bold.
Worth it.
If her performance as Mabel in Gravity Falls is anything to go by, we know Schaal is definitely still a kid at heart.
What's the problem, officers? Did you catch my face going 90 smiles per hour?
Though we're not sure we can say the same about Louise.
I'm talking M80s, bottle rockets, Roman candles, sky missiles, or even dynamite. I didn't have any of that stuff.
Number 9, Robin, Teen Titans Go.
Titans, go!
Before you get out your pitchforks, let us explain. While Scott Menville has been voicing Robin since 2003, the age difference is a lot more impressive now that he's still lending his voice to Teen Titans Go's Robin, almost 20 years later. While the character is definitely a lot different than he was in the original series, we have no doubts that Menville has a blast playing him.
Titans, any luck finding our jewel thief?
Somehow, this man perpetually sounds like a teenager, despite having celebrated his 50th birthday in 2021. He has what is quite possibly the perfect voice for our favourite boy wonder, and we're happy to see him still in the role.
Oh wow, yay, we're all besties now. Titans, I have a plan.
Number 8, Morty Smith, Rick and Morty.
Morty, you gotta, come on. You gotta come with
What,
me.
Rick? What's going on?
I got a surprise for you,
It's the middle
Morty.
of the night. What are you talking about?
Come on, I got a surprise for you. Come on, hurry up. Gotta get,
Ow,
gotta go.
ow,
Gotta get out
ow,
of here.
you're tugging
Come
me
on,
too
I got a
hard.
surprise.
Rick and Morty is a show that's filled with Justin Roiland's heart and soul from top to bottom. Not only is he co-creator, he also voices both of the title characters. This is a pretty insane feat, but we bet it's also super fun.
I want my McNugget dipping
talking
sauce,
about,
Szechuan
Rick?
sauce, Morty. That's what's gonna take
What
us
are you
all the way to
talking
the
about?
end, Morty. 9 more seasons, Morty. 9 more seasons until I get that dipping Szechuan sauce.
Although Rick is around 70 and Morty is 14, Roiland's actual age falls between the two, as he was born in 1980. He's now been playing the characters for 9 years, which puts him and Morty at an approximately 30-year difference. But either way, if Roiland's lengthy roster of roles is anything to go by, the age of his voice is timeless.
I couldn't do Morty's voice for a while after that Adventure Time, the third episode.
Number 7, Buttercup, the Powerpuff Girls.
I'll tell you when you can come. No one tells me when to come. I'm a monster. I surprise.
While the reboot of the Powerpuff Girls sees new voices, the original cast, comprised of Kathy Cavadini, Tara Strong, and E.G. Daily, had quite the noteworthy age difference from their characters. Seeing as the cartoon heroines are only 5 years old, the fantastic E.G. Daily, who played Buttercup, was born in 1961, which made her 44 by the time the show ended in 2005. The same can also be said for Blossom's voice actress, Kathy Cavadini.
It obviously worked. Yeah!
We certainly haven't forgotten about Bubbles, but Tara Strong doesn't have quite the age gap, as she would have been around 32 by the series finale. If there's one thing we're sure of, E.G. Daily is also made up of sugar, spice, and everything nice.
Free at last!
Number 6, Donatello, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, things are just kind of tense lately. Right, old friend?
If you're an OG Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, chances are Donatello from the 2012 series sounded awfully familiar. While the legendary Rob Paulsen would have been only 31 when he voiced Raphael in the classic TMNT, 2 TV reboots later would put him in his early 60s. Keep in mind that the Turtles are always around 15 years old, so that's quite the contrast in age bracket. Whether it's the hothead or the brainiac of the Terrapin bunch, Rob Paulsen definitely knows how to voice a teenager who is also a turtle, who is also, yeah, we're not going to go through the whole description, but you get it.
But I used this IV tube to drain all the mutagen out of the creep and back into your body. Cool, right?
Number 5, Jay Bilzerian, Big Mouth.
So I tell Lola I love her, and she just says, "Aw, thanks, you're cool too."
While all of the Big Mouth preteens are voiced by adults with some considerable distance away from puberty years, Jason Mantzoukas, who plays Jay, is the oldest at 49. You definitely wouldn't know he's celebrating his 50th birthday in 2022 based on his bubbly and upbeat personality, and all of the off-the-wall characters he plays. Jay, of course, is no exception to this rule, but Mantzoukas also manages to portray his more profound arcs with incredible emotional intelligence and considerable depth.
Abracadabra.
This is definitely a perk of having an older actor voice a younger character, but make no mistake, Mantzoukas knows what he's doing as far as playing the part of the scumbag teen. Number 4, Milo Murphy, Milo Murphy's Law.
I don't think anyone's ever called me tough. I'm Milo.
I'm Zach.
Phineas and Ferb was pretty consistent with the corresponding ages of their characters to that of their voice actors.
Well, maybe Milo isn't the best guy to have around, since we have to, save humanity. No offense.
None taken. That's a good point.
Milo Murphy's Law does a pretty good job of this also, with young adults Sabrina Carpenter and Mackay Curtis playing the part of teens Melissa and Zach.
What?
Milo himself, however, is voiced by none other than Weird Al, who's quite a bit older than his castmates. Weird Al was born in 1959, putting him at age 60 at the time of the show's end.
And I'll let you in on another secret.
Milo, meanwhile, was 13 as of the episode Party of Peril. We'll let you do the math on that one. Number 3, Lola and Lana Loud, The Loud House.
Wake up and smell the hairspray, Lincoln. It's over.
The wonderful Grey Delal Griffin has a wonderful inventory of characters of all ages under her belt. Seriously, we owe our childhood to her.
Yes, we defeated you for all time. You will never rise from the ashes of your shame and humiliation.
Currently, a pair of her youngest cartoon roles are Lola and Lana Loud, coming in at just 7 years old. Delal herself, on the other hand, was born in 1973. How she manages to embody the spirit of a couple of second graders is beyond us. All we know is that she gets their voices right every single time. It's also worth noting that, as well as the tomboy and the beauty queen, Delal also lends herself to their baby sister, Lily, and a few other additional voices in the show.
All this glitter, and now I look like you. You do look like me. Which, bonus for you.
Number 2, Bart Simpson, The Simpsons.
Call me Daddy.
Homer.
Daddy.
Homer.
Daddy.
Dad.
Yes?
Domer.
Bart is 10 for the majority of the series, though we do get to celebrate a few birthdays with him and witness him grow up in a few flash forwards.
No, this is fine. Just let me fix this. There. Now it's all about you. Happy?
Still, Bart never really ages, considering his animated nature. Nancy Cartwright, by contrast, has been voicing him for over 30 years.
Simpson, you and I are going to have a little talk.
Same time, same place.
So while she was in her early 30s when she began the role, Cartwright is now in her mid-60s. Think she has Bart's character down pat yet? In addition to the young troublemaker, she also plays Nelson Muntz, Ralph Wiggum, and a few other Simpsons characters.
My daddy's a cop. His breath smells like cat food.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Timmy Turner, The Fairly Odd Parents.
We don't need our magic to tell us that you're in for a boring, ordinary day of school.
Yippee.
You ever wonder if Tara Strong was an average kid that no one understood? This woman, as well as a few others on our list, totally made our childhood what it was.
Who is she?
One of her most known roles is, of course, 10-year-old Timmy Turner. Strong has been doing this whole acting thing for a while, and at the time of the Fairly Odd Parents debut, she would have been 28, which, yes, is quite far from 10 years old. But not as nearly as far as the 34-year difference she would have had with Timmy when the show ended. Hey, at least Tara Strong doesn't have to deal with any evil babysitters.
Well, I guess on the bright side, I'm a full-grown adult living on my own.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.